So I'd like to introduce you to this week's writing module that opened. So I'm going to click on this. You'll see we're working on our final paper, Reaction Paper 3. Open that up. What we'll be working on this time around is argument style of essay, and we'll also be working on our paraphrasing and citation skills. There's quite a bit to cover in this module, so make sure that you start working on it right away. In the module activities, you'll find 3 folders: Reaction Paper 3 assignment, Argument Style folder, and Paraphrase and Citation Skills folder. And there are several assignments connected with this module. Of course, there's the Reaction Paper first, second, and final draft that you'll be completing, and the due dates follow the schedule that was posted at the beginning of the semester. Timed Essay 3, which will not open until later on in December. And then there are several Connect writing assignments with various due dates. So I'm going to click on Module Activities and open that up to show you. So the Reaction Paper 3 assignment, this is connected to the novel that we'll be starting soon in our Reading 5 class, To Kill a Mockingbird. So you can't actually start working on the assignment just yet. And in fact, due dates for this assignment are postponed a little bit to give us time to start working on To Kill a Mockingbird. The purpose is to write an argument essay, and you have 3 choices of topics. And then a few a little bit different. So you must include 1 direct quotation and 1 paraphrase, and that's a minimum. At the very least, you must include those. And then you also have to include in-text citation and works cited in MLA format, which you'll be learning about as you study those in the activities folders. So you'll notice that your first draft isn't actually due until November 22nd. This is because a couple of reasons. So one reason is because I want you to work on the argument style folder and the MLA and citation style folder first before you start working on your paper. So I want to give you some time to work on those activities before you even start working on your paper. And then also, it's to give you some time to read into To Kill a Mockingbird a little bit before you start deciding on what your topic might be. The second draft is due November 29th, and then the final draft is due December 13th, and that's actually the end of our class. The rubric is posted there if you want to take a look at that. For module activities, argument style, you'll be doing a lot of similar things to what you've done with previous modules for this class. You'll review a couple of lectures and videos about argument style essays. I also want you to take a look very carefully at counter arguments. This is also a requirement for the paper. You must include a counter argument somewhere in your paper. And now when you learn about counter arguments and you review the materials, so there's a video here about counter arguments. There's practice, a reference worksheet, that's very important. Make sure that you review that very carefully. And then some additional practice. So this is important because you must include this in your paper, either somewhere in the introduction, or you must write a counter-argument body paragraph. So that's very important that you review this information before you start working on your paper. Logical fallacies, this is some information to help you avoid bad arguments in your paper. So make sure that you review that carefully. And then finally, some example essays, and then some practice to do with argument style essays. Okay, so going back to module activities, paraphrase and citation skills. Since you are required to include 1 quote and 1 paraphrase at minimum, I have some materials here for you to review. So first, watch this video about the difference between quoting and paraphrase and how to use it in your writing. Then you're going to work on your paraphrase skills. There's a reference handout for you to review. And then this paraphrasing overview handout, I'm going to just open this up here. You'll see that it has links to 2 videos. So the first link, screencast, those links there, the first link walks you through this handout and reviews the handout with you. Then there are some practice exercises in the handout to try. After you watch the first link, try the exercises, then go back and watch the second link. The second link explains the answers to the exercises that you were working on. And then finally, there's a little bit more practice that you can do. Okay, I'm going to go back to citation skills. So if I click on citation, This is really about becoming familiar with MLA. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the Purdue OWL website, and you are going to review their information about MLA style. This is how to cite your sources, how to properly reference them in your text. So I want to make sure that you review this very carefully. Read their introduction, read the overview and workshop, and then go through the MLA formatting and style guide. And the MLA formatting and style guide is going to be a great reference for you to help you. It has citation basics, how to do quotations, how to do in-text citations, and a works cited page. So make sure that you review all of this information very carefully so that you understand how to use MLA citation in a paper. Okay, going back. And then there is some practice and some quizzes, some things that you can do to see if you understood what you reviewed on the Purdue OWL MLA Citation Information website. Okay, I'm going to go back to the main page for this folder. Click on Module Assignments. So you have a first draft to do, a second draft. For the second draft, we are eliminating peer editing. Just no matter what settings I change on Blackboard, it doesn't seem to work. So we're not going to even attempt that assignment this time around. So the only thing you'll be doing is submitting a second draft to me, and then you'll get feedback from me. The final draft will open later for you to submit, and then same thing with a timed essay that will open on November 30th, and you will have 1 week to take it. For Connect Writing assignments, you have a few Connect Writing assignments this time around. Writing Patterns Overview, Evaluating Written Arguments, and Writing Arguments, those are all due on November 15th. And then Source-Based Writing is due on November 29th. If you have any questions, please post to the discussion board. Otherwise, good luck working on this final paper for our class. Congratulations, we're so close to the end. So keep working hard and good luck.